Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back for some more Foundry. So in the last episode we discovered that we've got a power problem. We completely ran out of ignium over on the science side of the base. So we ended up routing power lines over the mountains to provide power to the base. So we should have power coming down. Yeah, there's our power poles, and those things are massive, right? Anyways, we also figured out that we don't have near enough production in the area that we're set up in, and simply put, we just don't have the actual resources in the area here that we really want to expand the base the way that we need to expand it. So we've got our radio tower, right? Radio tower there, that we are in the process of building, but we can't build it because we're not making the things that we need to build it, and we don't have the production around here to make the stuff that we need to build it. So what we got to do is we got to find a place to make some stuff, right? I have a feeling I'm gonna need that. What is... I've got some, but I would like to make some more explosives, please. I have a feeling I'm gonna need those. Yeah, I don't have the stuff for that yet. Maybe we could make that, but I really want to get started on this construction industry stuff. So we're going to make as many of these as we can. Sort up this mess. And I used up all technum ore, ignium ore, and biomass. Oh, I need some more ignium. Obviously that is an issue. We know we have some over on this side of the base, because we've got the one belt that is providing for our steel and our steam turbines over there. So we could pick it up straight off of the belt, which we may, because I don't think that our explosive is... I just don't think we've got enough for what we're about to try to go do. So make all of those. I still need more. Sounds like a machine gun. And make some more. And that's used up all of our ignium now, or all of our technum that we picked up. But it also cleaned up a bunch of space in our inventory. I say a bunch of space. It used up some of our biomass. It used up all the technum, and we're going to dump off the rest of this ore in here. And I should clean that out mostly. And we're going to have to take a bunch of stuff with us. So probably those. We got pipes. We also probably should craft some things that we know we're going to need, like miners. I think miners, we've actually got production, well, not necessarily production, but at least a bit of storage on miners over here. So we know we're going to need miners. We know we're going to need foundation platforms, which we only got a couple hundred on us right now. We know we're going to need belts, because we don't want to be traveling back and forth if we can avoid it. Because it's a long way, right? So the outpost is almost a kilometer that direction, and we're even further south and west, right? So our outpost area is going to be kind of up here, and we're way down here, and we don't want to be traveling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to get all the things that we need every time we need something, or every time we change projects or whatever. Actually, probably could use. Oh no, we're using tier 2 balancers now. Definitely don't need that. We'll take all of those though. That just about filled me up. Awesome. So we'll be doing some crafting by hand, it looks like. We want to be going northeast-ish. And so some of the things that we know we're going to need to get set up is miners and smelters, right? And we've got tier 2 belts now, so we can probably put more miners per belt and more smelters per belt. So a red belt is perfectly suitable for 4 miners and 8 smelters, right? So that's a 2-to-1 smelter miner to smelter ratio. And we'll see what it takes to keep a full belt of yellow as far as output from the miners goes, and then we'll just scale up the smelters accordingly. So if we can put 2 more miners on a patch, or on a belt rather, then we should be able to put 4 more smelters on a on that same belt for output purposes. Alright, we're kinda here. I want to start probably with the Xeno right here, and then the Technum, and then the Mineral Rock, and then the Ignium. Although we probably want to start kind of with the Ignium so that we've got power. So maybe that is our better route here. And that looks like it's just right here. Yep, right here. So it's a long way down, and almost looks like it's okay, not quite in the water. So we'll see what happens with the water here as we blast our way down to this. Okay. Well, we saw, pretty sure we saw at any rate, a kind of an example of what happens with the water. But it looks like we're not going to have to worry about it. We'll keep that one wall. Oh, guess we could just do this. Probably be easier. And right there. Oh, that is a long way down, isn't it? A long way down. There it is. Can't see past my jetpack plumes. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to figure out the whole elevator thing, it looks like, because I don't see a reasonable way of getting this out of here, honestly. Not using your typical belt method, at any rate. Thank you, autosave, for setting that one off. or not setting it off, but delaying my trigger pull. Had to pull it twice. This is really so much better than drilling all of this out, isn't it? A few well-placed explosives, and we just open up the whole patch. I hope the other deposits aren't quite this deep. This is going to be an expensive mining operation. Trying to clear out enough space to actually set up some miners down here. I can't decide whether I want to use burner generators that use this, or if I want to use steam turbines to power this. Oops. Not sure which is going to be better, honestly. I imagine the steam turbines probably have a higher output because they're later technology. But that is 100% a guess. That out. That out. There's a fair bit of space here. Definitely need to clean this out a bit. And this. Alright, that should be some good boom booms. Throw some up there too. Get rid of the top. Just give us plenty of space under here. Man, that feels good. Sounded awesome too. Probably pop a couple more out of there. And that should give us plenty of room to set up power down here. Now we just got to figure out how the heck to get it out of here. So I'm going to start down low. Build us a platform. We're going to put 6 miners on it to start, I think. And see if 6 miners is enough for 1 belt. Alright. And we're only going to need 1 belt for the moment. Obviously, we're not going to need a ton to get this going. Miners. Alright, then we can put these guys right up at the edge here. We'll put 6, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All of these guys will output onto the same belt. We want that belt to go probably this direction. Right? At least to there. And get our loaders to output. Okay. And then... Where's the elevator? Elevator. We should probably look into the freight elevator, actually. I haven't researched the elevator yet. No! That's okay. That's okay. We've got tons of science built up, so we should be able to go through these pretty quick. I guess in the meantime, we can go find us a a Xeno patch. Don't want these ones yet. We want the one that's back over here somewhere. I think right there. Uh-oh. What? That was weird. Must have touched the top of a plant or a rock or something. Alright, Xeno is going to be super critical here. Man, I wish it would have started me over here. This is such a better place. We've got everything right here. Well, I guess we'd have probably run into the same problem with the Xeno, but we've got more of it right there. Alright, how deep are you? Oh, you're not not too bad. A couple bombs and you'll be fully exposed. And there it is. That was too high. Get as much of this blown out of here as we can. And that is just an epic sound. That is really awesome. Or we just build our platform, pump the Xeno up now. And we don't have power or anything over here. Technically, I could throw down some biomass burners to get us started, but it's not really going to help us all that much. So, because I have to keep coming back to refill them. So let's just start with a platform. Let's see, you're the top layer, so we'll just kind of spread you out that way. And we'll do the same thing over here. To there. And back to our miners. So again, we're going to try the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll run our belt. And we're going to have to go back and get more foundations and such. There. You, sir, are not helpful. Alright. There, that's a little better. Okay, I guess we can go ahead and try to route this, since we're not very deep underground. Where do we want to try to come up? Maybe there? and there. Okay, so we got that coming up. And where are we on time? We're sitting at only about 20 minutes. So, sorry, one sec. Sending a quick response. Okay. Now, where are we at here? That way. So maybe we want to run our Xeno lines this way, and our Technum lines maybe this way from that deposit, or maybe we just run them parallel right here from that deposit. Not sure yet. We'll figure that out. But we definitely need more belts, more foundation or building blocks. We need more lane balancers, although we may not. We're probably going to need to grab some more loaders. And that's just to get this part of it set up. That doesn't even count the smelter, right? We still got to do smelting lines. And we don't have smelters being automated anywhere, which is not ideal. Probably should go ahead and get these things set up over at the other base. So maybe that's what we'll focus on for the next little bit. And if we have any time, then we'll come back to this. Otherwise, we'll have to save it for the next episode. So then maybe focus on the things that we need to get automated over in our production area and see what kind of time we've got left. Make sure you clear the trees. Apparently if you touch them, it shuts off your jetpack.
An elevator?
All right.
That's certainly lifting our ambitions to the next level. Let's elevate our project to new heights.
I hope to. We'll look at that here in a minute, but we are going to go ahead and unlock the next tier so that we can ship product out of the holes, like that really deep one right there, and the big deep one back over there that we just blew open. So yeah, we'll come over here, we'll finish setting up all of the rest of our production needs over here so that we have these things to fall back on, so we're not building them in our pocket. May have to extend our platform a little bit. If so, it is what it is, not the end of the world. Alright, here we are. So, what do we need structure-wise? We need to be crafting drone miners. We can get drone miner 1 and 2. So we can set those up. And we probably need to automate steam turbines, maybe. Definitely need to automate pipes. Our assemblers, we can get 1 and 2 set up. Smelters, crushers, gonna need those. Chemical processors, gonna need those. Distillation columns, gonna need those. Casting machines, incinerators, I haven't used yet. Don't know what they're for. We may take a look at that as well. Flare stacks, we're probably gonna need some of those. Most of this is probably not going to be more than what an assembler can hold, but some of it is probably going to be stored in a storage box, which maybe we should automate storage boxes too. We don't know. We don't know how much we're going to need them going forward. Got all of this stuff automated. We've got those automated because those are right there. That's those machines. Um, where to start? Let's start with our miners. That's a good place to start. So we've got electronic components and mechanical components already coming down the line. And we've got Technum there, and we've got Xeno there. Technically, the Xeno is already coming down the line, and we can actually just split it off and continue it, like so. And I think we want to leave at least 2 blocks between stretches of 2 belts, at least for our purposes here. We're gonna pull off of the other side of that, so that's okay. Actually, we're gonna pull off of this side of it, so you're gonna have to ramp up. Am I carrying around tier 1 stuff? Apparently I am. Interesting. So that you can split here. And I think this one we're going to split back here. Okay. I'll grab some belts. You're going to go that way. You're going to go that way. Okay. And then you guys are going to end up splitting off kind of back here-ish. So let's get us set up for drone miner tier 1. Set it up maybe here. Wow. Okay. You're going to make tier 1s. You need plates, machinery components, and electronic parts, so we're okay there. Not you, you. Need another, not a ramp, I need a balancer. I'm trying to keep this all tier 1 stuff over here, so, oh, that's not going to help. So I'm using or saving my tier 2 stuff for where I'm going to need it, right? Okay, that means that both Xeno and Technum are going to have to, or the electronic components are going to have to come in over there. That's fine. Oh, that might be tricky though. As I move that line over. Okay, so right here. Hey, can you hold any of this? You can hold a bit. Can you hold any of this? Can you hold a bit? Are you? That's about it. Sorry. Hold on.